DeepSeek was released in January of 2025 by a Chinese company. This was released as an open source project and it has caused waves in the entire LLM ecosystem. DeepSeek claimed to be as performant as the OpenAI GPT-4o model and require much less compute to train the model. Now, the advantage of DeepSeek being open source is that you can run it locally without using any of the APIs, without sending any of your data to DeepSeek's servers. How can you do that? How can you run locally, and how you can chat with the DeepSeek model on your computer? We're going to find out in this video, so stay tuned until the end. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I am an engineer at Convolve. At Convolve, we assist small, medium, large enterprises reduce their inefficiencies, improve their workflows using AI. If you are looking to improve your processes, make your workflows more efficient, here is our contact information. Feel free to get in touch with us. We will be happy to assist you with all your AI related needs. Now, first of all, before we go into the content of this video, where I'm going to show you how you can use open source models on your local workstation with Ollama, let's talk in general about open source. Now, guys, a lot of these open source models, such as Meta's Llama series of models and the one that is most hyped these days, that is DeepSeek, they claim to be open source. What does it mean? Well, this means that they have released the model, they have released the weights for the model for end users like yourself to run these models either locally or on their own servers without having to pay Meta or without having to pay DeepSeek's parent company for API use. Now, with model weights being open sourced, being freely available, you can set up the model, you can query the model, you can chat with the model, and you don't have to go through the APIs. On the other hand, OpenAI has the different model. It's not open source, it's closed source. So you can only use the OpenAI GPT models through their API if you are trying to use it in your application, and you will be charged for the API use. Depending on how much you use, the OpenAI will bill you for it, and the model will be hosted on OpenAI servers. That your data will go to their servers, and that will be processed by the model instance running on OpenAI server, and you'll get the response back, that is the result from the model. It won't be local to your setup, you can't control that, and you'll have to pay for the API use. Now, this becomes a problem for a lot of big corporations where data privacy becomes very important. Healthcare, insurance, banking, these organizations, as a small subset, have strong privacy laws. They cannot or they are often uncomfortable in sending their proprietary data, their customer data offsite for being processed and come back to them. Now, that's where open source comes into play. With these open source models, they can be hosted right on these organizations' own servers, and that way the data never has to leave their organization or go to third-party organizations such as OpenAI. With the open source models, they can set up their system, download or get the model weights, and set up their chatbots or any other applications they want with these large language models. Well, that brings us to the next step of how you can actually run these models locally. How can you use them? Each open source model, when it's released, has some source code released by the parent organization. For example, Meta will release some source code on how to run the Llama model. You can either use that, or we can use an open source project called Ollama. Ollama is an amazing project. It's an open source project which aims to incorporate all the open source models inside their package, where you can very easily, using Ollama, instantiate and run most of the popular models. So here on the screen, you can see the Ollama project. This is the website for Ollama, and the overall Ollama project says that you can get up and running with large language models. And guys, to see what models are in there, this is the entire list of models. right? So if we can sort it by the newest models, you can see what the newest models are, or the most popular models, and it has models specifically for embedding, to create embeddings, for visions, and also for different kinds of tools. Now, if we look at this particular repository, you can download the DeepSeek-R1 model from here, uh, and you can run different kinds of DeepSeek models on your local hardware, depending on what kind of hardware you have. This is the GitHub repository for the Ollama project. The code for Ollama is again open source. You can run it, you can go through the code, you can use the code as you see fit. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up Ollama and how you can use a model, use a local model and chat with that model. And in subsequent videos, we can talk about how you can programmatically set up a chatbot or an interface around this Ollama package in order to build your own custom application. Now guys, how can you actually get started with Ollama and use it on your local workstation? It's pretty easy. You need to download Ollama first. So you can download it for Mac, Linux, or Windows. So in this example, we're going to use a Linux environment using WSL on Windows. So all you need to do is copy this command, go to your terminal and paste this command. So if I do this and run this, this will install Ollama. Now guys, I won't be running this because I do have Ollama already installed. And once your installation works, you should be able to run this command and Ollama would appear on your workstation. Now that you have installed Ollama, how can you run different models? So let's go to the models here. And for example, we want to run the DeepSeek model. And depending on what kind of GPU you are using, the model has a size, and that size should be able to fit on your local workstation. So in this case, we will use the 1.5 billion parameter model, which is 1.1 gigabytes, and this is the command to run it. Pretty simple. All we need to do is follow these instructions. Ollama run this particular model, and then the model should run. So let's go and try this out. When we do this, now Ollama is loading the model. Now guys, if you do not have the model downloaded locally, if you just set up Ollama, this command is going to fetch the model. It's going to download the model on your local PC first, and then it will instantiate DeepSeek. So here now DeepSeek is running, and we can chat with the DeepSeek model using Ollama on our terminal. So we can say hi, and it will give you the answer. I want to know what is 1 plus 1, just as an example, and it is able to give you a big answer along with the explanation, and the answer is 1 plus 1 equals 2. So not only is it giving you the answer, it's giving you how it came to the answer. Now I just wanted to try this, and I've never tried this before. Let's see if it can write code. Write Python code to add two numbers, and let's see it's able to do that or not. It gave you the code, and let's see if we can tell it to write a function. And it's able to give you some explanation and give you the function. So guys, again, this is how you can set up DeepSeek using Ollama on your local workstation and get it running locally. Now here we showed a demo of running Ollama from command line directly using Ollama. Now it is not very useful to run it through command line. Of course, you want to be able to incorporate this into your own programs. Different kinds of Python packages such as LangChain, LangGraph, LightRag, they have support for Ollama already. You can use, if you're using that in your project, you can use them to instantiate Ollama. Ollama in itself has APIs that you can use to run Ollama models programmatically. And that's where this becomes very valuable for you to be able to swap the models to run any open source models that are local on your hardware without ever having to use APIs or pay for the API usage. That's it for this video, guys. In summary, we've talked about how you can run models locally. You can run DeepSeek with Ollama on your local machine. And of course, if you are an organization looking to set up your LLMs, you want your workers, employees, or you want your customers to even use these LLMs, you can have them set up in your internal systems without having to use APIs or sending data elsewhere. And Ollama, DeepSeek, Llama, or other models can be used in order to perform this task. That's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you are notified about any new video that we upload. The goal is to continue updating you guys about different advancements in LLMs, in computer vision, and see how we can make cool projects, cool products, and help different organizations incorporate AI into their workflows. If you think this video or our content will help any of your friends, family members, relatives, feel free to share this video with them. This really helps the channel and helps us continue to share amazing information with you. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.